Welcome back to Cityline. Our next guest is April Black. April is the new Executive Director of the Tacoma Housing Authority. Welcome to the show, April.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. First and foremost, congratulations on your new role.
Thank you.
Now, April, although you're the new Executive Director of the Tacoma Housing Authority, you're not new to THA. April, can you share with our viewers your background?
Sure. So I've spent most of my career with public housing authorities. I started with the Missoula Housing Authority back in 2001. And from there, moved to a small nonprofit developing farm worker housing briefly in Yakima, and then spent about 5 years at Bremerton Housing Authority before coming to Tacoma Housing Authority 12 and a half years ago. So I started with Tacoma Housing Authority overseeing our portfolio management and voucher program, and also overseeing our policies, and became the Deputy Executive Director about 5 years ago, and then moved into this role quite recently. But I really feel like Tacoma is my home, having been here for 12 and a half years now, and raising a family here.
Nice. Thank you, April. So for those who are new to our area, can you explain the mission of the Tacoma Housing Authority?
Sure. So the Tacoma Housing Authority's mission is to provide high quality, affordable housing and supportive services to people in need. We see that housing is foundational for people. And with our housing, we hope to help our customers succeed as tenants, parents, wage earners, and builders of assets, and students. We also see that we own a lot of properties within the city of Tacoma, and with those properties, we want to be good neighbors and help the neighborhoods that we're in strive and prosper.
Right, and you mentioned the services that THA offers is assisting in providing affordable housing for the community. Are there other services that THA offers as well?
Yeah, so we provide a variety of services. So THA owns about 1,500 housing units throughout the city of Tacoma that we rent to people in need of affordable housing. We also provide rental subsidies into properties that some of our partners own, where they're providing specialized housing to people in need of affordable housing and services. We assist about 3,000 renters who are renting from private landlords in the market. We help them pay their rent so that they can afford to rent apartments in the private market. And we've got our supportive services, which is a variety of services. We have buildings that are occupied by people who are elderly or living with disabilities, and we help those households with their specific needs. We serve within our portfolio and housing programs over 3,000 school-aged children. So we help support them and their families with what they need for school. Really what we try to do is meet the families that we serve where they're at, and set goals specifically with them for their individual household needs, and then either provide them referrals or direct services to meet those needs. We also develop housing. So we're always trying to add more affordable housing to our communities. We do that through either buying housing and trying to maintain its affordability, or building new housing in the community. And we're planning to add to break ground on a new 230 unit project next year.
Wow. Now, you mentioned approximately 3,000 renters.
Yep.
Now, are those renters, would you consider those your clients, or would you say that that number is larger? Do you have more clients in addition to the 3,000, or are the renters considered your clients?
So those renters are considered our clients, but in total, we're serving over 10,000 people in Tacoma in a little over 5,000 households.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Big job. Yeah.
Yeah, and we try to have the most positive impact in the community that we can.
Absolutely. And we've been having some discussions during the show regarding the pandemic and how it's affected everyone's lives in so many different ways. How has the pandemic challenged the Tacoma Housing Authority?
Well, like most businesses, it immediately changed the way that we needed to work. You know, we thought that we needed to do all of our work in an office, and we found out around last St. Patrick's Day that that couldn't be the case. So we had to mobilize to get staff equipped to work from home, to support our staff while they were not just trying to do THA work, but they were becoming teachers and caregivers and trying to care for their own health. And so really supporting our employees during this time has been a main priority. We've always tried to support our employees, but just the way in which we support them has been different during the pandemic. The same was true of our customers. We've always seen ourselves first as housers and second as service providers. And we still saw those roles the same, but they shifted a bit. You know, we worked directly with families to make sure that they had access to internet for students who were moving into at-home learning. We worked to make sure that food could be delivered into some of our buildings where we had vulnerable populations who couldn't leave to go grocery shopping. Really, we tried to listen to the needs of the family and pivot our services as best we could to meet those needs, or to provide them with the resources that they needed. And then most recently, it's allowed us to just expand how we partner with our community. Within the past few weeks, we've been able to partner with Pierce County to offer some pop-up events to allow people to apply for utility and rent assistance. So it's just been able to expand the way that we work with our partners for what they have that our clients need, and to bring them onto the properties, or to advertise those things so that our customers can access them.
Awesome. Now, April, because of the pandemic, your offices are closed.
They are.
Okay. And what is the best way for people to contact THA?
Yeah. So people can continue to contact us by phone, or we have a new website, and it is very clear that you can push buttons to contact us. It gives the phone number, email address. We are continuing to answer phones, answer emails, and provide customer service to folks. We just aren't allowing walk-ins right now. Because of the pandemic, and because THA's administrative offices are being redone at the moment and will be completed after the beginning of the year. So we do plan to reopen in the first quarter of 2022.
And April, you mentioned, one of the things you mentioned was utility assistance. And so I just wanted to share, I'm a part of Tacoma Public Utility Customer Solutions, where we actually handle those applications. So thank you for sending folks to us for that utility assistance, because we definitely, want to be able to help our customers in every possible way. So thank you for your role in that as well.
And thank you. It's an important service, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. Yes. And April, what is something that the community may not know about THA that you would like for them to know?
Well, I would like the community to know that THA has an incredible staff. We have a very supportive board, and we have the best community partners. And so if THA is known for work in the community, it's because of those staff, board members, and the community partners that we have. And I think that sometimes THA is just known for one thing. It might just be known for a building that it's developed that's beautiful and that people have seen. But I want people to know THA does more. THA supports a lot of families in the Tacoma community, and we try to just support the Tacoma community as best as we can.
And we are definitely appreciative of that, for sure. So April, I have one question for you. And one of the things I want to say is, now you mentioned because the offices are closed, they can, I'm assuming that we'll provide like a website or something for folks to reach out to.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to, I can send that link, or I can tell you the website?
Sure, that would be awesome.
Sure, it's tacomahousing.net.
tacomahousing.net. All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for making the time to share with us. I know you have a very busy schedule. And again, congratulations on your new role. And, we certainly appreciate you enlightening our viewers to the work, the important work that the Tacoma Housing Authority does.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely, April. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't work too hard.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps up another edition of Cityline. Please join us next week for more information on the things that are happening in Tacoma. And thank you for allowing myself and our guests into your home. Have a great day.
Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, you're from Seattle, oh, you're from LA, oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle, from LA, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home, from the fires to the loam. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma,